CP.
Are you serious? He's gone. 40, 30, Portis all the way. Touchdown Redskins, 64 yards.
26 minutes.
He's pretty sharp. He'll coach you up on the Miami guys and everything else. He's kind of fun to be around. Got an opinion too.
I've been blessed to have the opportunity to go out and be myself and say the things that I say. And for the outside world, they can deal with it how they deal with it.
26 minutes with Clinton Portis. CP. Teach him something.
Welcome to 26 Minutes. We got guests on the show today, live from Fort Belvoir. This is going to be a great show. Monica McNutt is in the house.
I knew you were going to do that.
This is my lovely co-host, Monica McNutt. She's big time. If you all watch basketball, she's the person that invented the hook shot. She went to Georgetown. She invented the hook shot from three-point range. So if any of you all have tried that in a pickup game, she actually did it in a college game on national TV. She was going out of bounds, decided to take a hook shot. It went off the backboard. That's her highlight from her college career.
Okay. All right.
We're
Next.
joined by Cole Holcomb, Shaun, Dion Hamilton. Tough week for one of the guys on this set because all he does is talk noise. Every time I see him, the University of Alabama would kick the University of Miami butt. And all of a sudden, I'm watching TV on Saturday, and the University, LSU, beat the brakes off of Alabama. And the first thing I thought of was, man, I wonder if Shaun jumped. But you didn't. You're here today. So good to see you, Shaun. How are you?
Good to be on the show, man. Sometimes you can't win them all, but
where were you?
I was at the game.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Yeah, so
taking it in.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, watching it front row and center. So
you said you can't win them all, but you lost to Clemson last year as well. This is like
keyword last year.
Okay, so this year you lost to LSU.
First segment.
Hey, this is what he do to me when he see me. We're coming live strong. These people want to hear some entertainment. That's what we're going to give them.
But the crazy thing is all the championships we won in Alabama, we've always lost one game during the regular season.
You know what? The championship we won at the University of Miami, we never lost a game.
Shaun, ask him when was that? Just ask him when
we
was
didn't win a game. We're talking about our era, which Shaun
I think I was in kindergarten actually, like when they won it all. I don't think they had the same talent level back then. So
actually, you're 27 in your second year, so you failed a couple grades. We're almost. This is a 27-year-old vet.
Oh my God.
Cole, what's going on, man? University of North Carolina superstar Cole Holcomb is in the house. Cole, you came on and surprised a lot of people. Me being one of them with your play. I think first game you caught my attention and just watching you perform and seeing you. I came to North Carolina when you all beat the University of Miami. And I thought, man, they would never have beat us. Things have changed in the landscape of college football. And when I sat and had this conversation with you about, hey, what you want to talk about, NBA, college, NFL, and you said, I know nothing about basketball. And I said, how do we lose to a guy that's not even an athlete?
North Carolina?
I'll support my basketball team. That's about it. But
UNC got a pretty good basketball team.
They do.
Your namesake.
I like UNC players more than I like Duke players.
Hold on, time out. What's your thoughts on Cole Anthony?
He's a baller. It's
going to be super exciting. Roy Williams and that guy.
He got a lot of talent. He could do some good things.
Greg
I'm
Anthony's
excited
son.
to watch him.
Lots to be excited about there.
I know who Cole Anthony is.
All right, go ahead. Nobody wants to talk about Duke. Go ahead.
Don't act like you dropping some knots, Cole Anthony.
Listen.
I watched Cole Anthony. I seen his opening game.
All right.
I know what Cole Anthony can
I know, but you was about to skip over the moment. We had to let the UNC love show.
No, I like UNC. But going to UNC, like, in you have the basketball players on college who basically run the college campus, and then you guys that have a so-called football team walk around doing what?
That's terrible. It's ACC football.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Who's the big man on campus, basketball or football?
I mean, they win the Natty every couple of years, so they got it right now. We gotta.
But y'all just had the first pick in the draft with Trubisky.
Yeah, he's number 2. He was he's doing things over there in Chicago. Yeah.
He's doing things.
Yeah.
That was excellent.
He had a great game this past week. I was happy for him. Shot him a text, said, good job. He needed it.
So he had been on the hot seat.
Yeah, I mean, it's the quarterback. It's the quarterback position. He got
Results-driven industry.
In my opinion, it's not just a one-man game. It's 11 players. Like everybody as.
I know, but when one man have like deer in headlight eyes and you throw for 33 yards in the first half,
Oh my God.
that's I could throw for 33 yards.
Listen, so this is
run it for your life.
this is always a conversation
gotta
I
pick
have,
it up.
whether it's with NBA guys I'm talking to or NFL guys. I don't think the average person, like you can say that because you had an NFL career, have competed on a high level. You can make a commentary on Mitchell Trubisky's performance. But I don't think the average person gets just how much goes into it for you guys in terms of preparing night in and night out. And then the commitment of the grind of the regular season, let alone preseason training camp and if you into postseason play. I mean, what's the one thing that you think fans completely take for granted and dismiss that's required of a pro athlete?
I guess they just see things like the biggest thing is when you see a play happen and you're like, oh, I can totally tell it's that guy's fault. And in all reality, like there's not. This guy did his job perfectly, and so, but it looks like he's the one who had the bad play, or and I think people are like, oh, just quick to jump on the gun and blame somebody if something happens, and when in reality, like you don't know what the play call was. You don't know what if we were supposed to do this, if we were supposed to do that, if we were supposed to in and out this, if we were going to pass this off, if we were going to do something like that. So
Shaun, are you active on social media?
Yeah, I'm active.
So being an active person on social media, in my day we didn't have social media. I'm sure I'm looking at one of the vets
Back
in here.
in the day.
They didn't have cell phones back in his day, so it's going to be hard for him to relate to this conversation. But in a day of social media, do you feel like athletes get attacked on a daily?
Right.
And some respond, and it costs. We just saw it cost a guy from Cleveland his job. You see a lot of athletes just respond without thinking. Do you think social media in that instant reply is beginning to water down athletes or expose athletes?
Yes, I definitely do. One thing about social media, it can be good or it can be bad. It's important, like Cole, like you just asked him about the decisions you making, like how people like look at us and like don't know like what really goes into it. So it's important, as athletes, we don't make emotional decisions. Like maybe if you gave up a winning touchdown or you've done this, missed tackles, but just take a deep breath, soak it all in. Chill out, because when you make emotional decisions, like you said, a player lost his job because of going back and forth with a fan. So it's important that we don't take our anger out on the fans and things like that on social media.
But social media has given so many people the platform to just speak and say whatever they feel, things that they probably wouldn't say to you in person. Get really brave, and as athletes, the only thing we notice is the negative. We never see, so many fans say good things about you, or even if you were the guy responsible for the bad play, hey, you know what, recover next week, or good game up to that point, whatever it is. It's that one negative comment that we pay attention to, and why is that?
I mean, as an athlete, like you're trying to. Okay, in we break film down.
Yeah.
Okay, we browse over the good plays. Okay, good play. What do you need to work on? Because we're always striving. We always say, like, we're striving for perfection. We want to be perfect. It's impossible, but that's the goal. So that's what we just naturally lean toward and focus on.
Hear the negative, yeah.
And that's what we hear.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a great point. There's that desire to improve, and so you look for constructive criticism. Yeah. And although those people are not qualified, you're still like, yo, what? And I'm nowhere near what y'all go through. Not even going to try to hold the candle to that. But yeah. I feel the sentiment.
So you have an opportunity, you do something really unique, and you get to be around all forms of athletes. You're talking about football, basketball players, college, people that's growing within the industry. If you were to give guys advice, because you've seen so many successful players or so many guys, what advice would you give them? Like, what would be, and this is not just social media, just period, about being a professional?
I think perspective matters. There's for you guys, you have a goal to become an NFL player. I have a goal to be at XYZ event in whatever capacity. Like, when you're focused on your goal, the noise just kind of gets drowned out. And so in a world of instant responses, I encourage people to take a breath. Take a second. Just take a second. Is it worth responding? And then you got to remember, like, things live on the internet. So people out here losing their jobs messing with the internet.
So, speaking of take a second, at 1-8, the second that you get an opportunity to take is bye week, right? That's your second. It's 4 or 5 days. You get an opportunity to get away, recover, regroup. You're young, first opportunity to experience a bye week. What did you do this week? How did you get away from football instead of harping on, hey, we're 1-8, we suck? You know, I know a lot of guys have to stay positive, and the perspective is you could easily be 3-5 or 4-4. You know, whatever the situation is, you could be in a different situation. So, how did you spend your bye week?
You know, we went home, spent time with the family, saw my niece, saw my sister. Just really tried to, you know, put the iPad away, turn the TV off. I mean, the only game I watched this week was the Bama LSU game.
So you were room for LSU?
Nah, we got too many teammates. We got too many teammates. I gotta, you know.
Alabama light in that locker room, for sure.
How did you spend yours? Crying.
He said he went to the game. Don't do that, man, like that.
I went home, chill, and enjoy some family time. Like Cole said, didn't watch many football except for the Alabama game. Of course, you saw that turned out, but got a chance to just be outside of Ashburn. You know, that was always just good, just to mentally check out for a little bit. So it was much needed.
Are y'all playing fantasy? No.
No.
No. Right,
Hold on. So listen. Miami lost opening game of the season to the University of Florida. I haven't watched the Miami game since.
Didn't we have the same conversation last year?
Yeah, I'm just saying. And me and Devontae talk UM all the time. You know, I follow them. I still talk to the guys. But Miami lost week 1. Ruined my college football season. I love college football. So it ruined it for me. I don't want to cheer for Miami, especially after they lost to Georgia Tech or whoever they lost to after that. I was really upset. You guys go out and lose. Still in national championship contention. They showed you exiting the stadium. You were crying so hard, it looked like you had snot coming out your mouth. Did you feel like all was lost in that situation? In that one loss, or do you still, because you guys still get an opportunity to get to the championship? The way they set Bama up gives you that opportunity. But did it just feel like because we're not playing for a national championship that it's over?
Nah. I mean, like I said, you know, both times I won national championships in college, we lost, and we came back and won it all. So, you know, it's not the end of the world, but you know that you gotta play extremely perfect, you know, to make sure that the committee has enough on you, you know, that they think that you should be in the playoffs. So it's gonna be important, you know, that they come out the next 3 weeks and dominate their opponents.
All right, so look, we have this fantastic opportunity to do this pod with our live audience. I'm just curious about college football team affiliations in the audience. Just shout out some schools. Okay, all right. Y'all caught those? Wait. Okay.
Hey, hold on. Now, in this segment of the show, we're going to escort some people out. Ohio State fans, you can leave.
Hold on. Where the Ohio State fans at?
You can leave.
Are y'all going to play real comp or
I heard of Tar Heel.
Yeah, Ohio State hasn't played anyone for real.
Yeah, Wisconsin, who lost against Illinois, right?
So look, but then Cole, I know you said this is your expertise.
Yeah,
they put Penn State at number 4 just to gas it up, and they couldn't even beat Minnesota.
Okay, look, but I was just about to ask y'all about that. Penn State lost to Minnesota over the weekend, right? And then right now the top 4 are LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama. Does Alabama stay?
No, Alabama can't be in the top. They got demolished.
They're dropping to what though?
No, they have to drop. They got to drop to like 8th.
No.
And who comes up? Who comes up to 4?
Whoever was in 5, 6. So
5 is Georgia, Oregon, Minnesota, Utah, Penn State, Oklahoma's 10.
Oh no, Miami may come up.
Miami doing what?
Oregon.
So he tried to be funny.
Oregon's
got to stay out.
Oregon's out.
Guess what? We both gonna be doing the same thing, watching the college football playoffs and rooting for another team.
Minnesota.
We got a Minnesota fan in here.
If they went out,
hold on.
Okay.
Did we just get a? Someone said they were a Minnesota fan in here.
I think they just said Minnesota would move up.
Oh, I was about to say, was that his first time publicly
PJ Fleck.
acknowledging Minnesota? The big M. Hey, but PJ Fleck got paid the week before. Imagine if he would have waited a week.
I know, right?
Imagine he go and does his contract after this Penn State.
Could he double down?
That's another $5 to $10 million.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a fun topic for you guys, fresh to the NFL, fresh off your college careers. The new NCAA legislation is going to allow guys to do their thing and make a little bit of money some kind of way. It hasn't been figured out. Are you guys for it? Do you think it's going to cause things to go nuts? Like, what are your thoughts?
I'm kind of like in between.
Are you really?
Because how are you going to balance out like
Regulate
how much
it?
like a guy gets paid or something? Like you got a guy like Tua or Jalen or Joe Burrows. Like how you going to manage that this guy's going to get this amount of money and you got a red shirt freshman, like how much is he going to get? So you got to factor in those things. I mean, well, there's something like you got to talk about and like the NCAA has to figure out like how much.
What'd you think, Cole?
Like I'm torn. Like yes, I think there are certain guys who should definitely like obviously Tua and those guys they're making their school so much money. But then like you said, like how do you regulate it? And then I don't know. Like it's
I just feel like you know what would be fair.
That's
because
super interesting.
you get about $1,500 per month. You know, you get a stipend in college, so you get about $1,500 per month. I just feel like if they raise that stipend to $4,000, you know, $3,500, $4,000 for everyone, it would do so much better for so many guys because you get $1,500, you got to pay your rent. A lot of the athletes are coming from impoverished neighborhoods or communities, so therefore they need to send a couple dollars home. And
absolutely,
within a week, you don't have anything.
Right.
If you just gave kids $3,000, $3,500, everybody on the team, here's $3,500 per month. That allows everyone to make better decisions, to put themselves. You could feed yourself, you could fill up your refrigerator, you could pay your rent, you could put some gas in your car.
You also could have the latest and greatest
date.
gear. You know my take on this. The money's fine, but add someone to the staff, to the universities that's helping the kids practice, budget, whatever.
That's the other thing.
Manage. Because if you're going to be Tua and get whatever off of your likeness beyond the institution, help them budget and understand the business dynamics of it.
Well, so for me, you look at Tua, and it's like the University of Alabama.
Maybe we should be saying Joe Burrows. Sorry.
Even if you look at Joe Burrow. But if you look at Tua, and everyone wants to hype up Tua, but you got those receivers. That boy Jerry Jeudy is awesome. Right. The kid Waddle who just returned the punt. Like, how do you devalue what they bring to the table? Because if he don't have these outstanding receivers, then Tua isn't Tua.
Right.
I don't think you devalue, but that's what I'm saying. So you add a component to this that helps everyone develop better business acumen, whether it's pitching yourself and putting yourself in positions for branding and endorsements or managing the money that you're already getting.
Well, I guess what I got to manage. The opportunity to tell you 26 minutes is done live from Fort.
What are you doing?
Oh, I thought Steven said
segment.
wrap up the show. Oh, that's my bad. So 26 minutes live
Just say
from
pay the
Fort
bills. Say pay the bills.
Belvoir. It's time to
pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
The fantasy football season is right around the corner, and this season there are more ways to win than ever because FanDuel has more ways to win cash prizes and once-in-a-lifetime experiences during every single game and every single week. Never played FanDuel fantasy football before? Great, because new users get a $5 bonus with their first deposit. Sign up for FanDuel now and get $20 in total bonuses. Just make your first deposit to get started, and you'll get an extra $5 in site credit every week for 4 weeks. Go to FanDuel.com. All right, everybody want more? Want another commercial?
That should drop the mic.
That was my drop the mic. Speaking of mics, you want to do some interaction while we're here with these lovely people?
We can do interactions.
Okay,
but you need to pay some more bills.
I got to pay some more bills? Okay, there's one more. All right, here we go. Helping people improve their lives is what should drive business. That's the belief at Koch Industries, which employs more than 65,000 people across America. The team at Koch works together to meet the world's changing needs in transportation, medical care, water filtration, household goods, energy-efficient building products, and everyday technologies, all while consuming fewer resources. See the innovations firsthand at kochindustries.com. Score points this holiday with the holiday games from Virginia Lottery. Our lineup is full of all-stars ready to deliver the kind of fun results that you expect from lottery games. For $1, you can play the Naughty or Nice Scratcher and have a chance to win up to $1,000. The $2 holiday cash game gives players a shot at winning up to $20,000. $5,000 overload features $300, $5,000 prizes in the entire game. The Holiday 7 Multiplier Scratcher is a clear way to have fun. And $600 holiday bonus cash is loaded with over 600 prizes in the entire game. Whew, that's a lot of numbers. And don't forget that you can play holiday-themed e-games on your mobile device with Mobile Play from the Virginia Lottery. All you need is the Virginia Lottery app to be at a lottery retailer. Give the gift of Virginia Lottery holiday games and put some points on the scoreboard in the hearts of your family and friends. Oh my God.
All that goes to show you guys is Georgetown education is not what we thought it was.
Don't do that. All right, Redskins defensive lineman number 93, Jonathan Allen, hates to lose. So he's teaming up with Papa John's and you to help donate to the Sasha Bruce Youth Work, helping homeless children in our region every day. Team 93 needs you to make it a winning day for your family and these special children. You'll get a large 2-topping pizza and an order of wings for just $20, and Papa John's will donate 93 cents to Sasha Bruce Youth Work for every single order. Play to eat, play to give, but play to win, because nobody wants to lose.
I'm trying to meet that boy Clinton Portis, though. They say that boy, they say he's smooth on his feet. I'm trying to teach him something.
Teach him something.
Teach him something.
All right, before we get to the fan interaction and allow them access to speak with you guys, this is probably a segment that Cole won't have any answer. You see a little guy over in the corner waving his hand. He knows nothing about basketball until playoff. That's what he told me. But we're going to talk about basketball, and I'm going to check. Monica, of course, is a basketball guru. Shaun is new to this table. Myself, I probably should be on TNT with Charles Barkley and Shaq because of my basketball knowledge.
I support that. You should definitely join that show.
So looking around the NBA, right? And man, I can't wait to see Gabe, because Gabe said Golden State Warriors were going to make the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
On the backside, Golden State Warriors 2-8 right now.
And woo, that's a scenario out there.
Draymond just got kicked out of the game.
Kicked out the game.
On purpose. Like Draymond crazy.
Yes.
Hey, Draymond.
Can you imagine how frustrating that is, though? Even as veterans, first of all, Steph's injured, wishing him a speedy recovery. But for Draymond to go from success, like what we perceive as relatively easy and a super team, to now have these puppies that he's got to like groom and not teach his bad habits.
It make him want to apologize to KD from saying we could do it without you.
Probably.
Because KD acknowledged that was part of the reason he left. So you could still have KD. He would be injured, but you could still have KD on that roster. If Draymond just wouldn't have spoke.
I think KD was going to leave anyway, personally. He's just that kind of guy.
NBA, who is your team?
Whoever LeBron with, so it's the Lakers.
Oh,
right now,
you Yankees.
So I always tell people LeBron go to Shanghai or China. I'm going to China,
So right now you got a Cavs tattoo on one pec, you got a Heat tattoo on the pec, then you crossed out the Cavs tattoo, you burnt the Cavs tattoo, so you had to go get a new one. Now you got a Lakers tattoo.
Yeah,
You're a groupie.
This the year right here. LeBron finna bring one back home to LA. I can just feel it.
Cole, you got a team, Cole? I know you got a team. Nothing?
I'm from Florida.
Orlando
so
Magic.
So you can take the heat.
I grew up a Magic fan.
Yeah, hey.
I grew up a Magic fan. I was a Pistons with Chuck Daly, and then I went to the Magic because they had Penny and Shaq.
Yep.
Well, they had Shaq, Nick Anderson, Penny, Dennis Scott. So I kind of grew up a Magic fan.
Okay, NBA teams, y'all. Shout some out. Sun. Did I hear the Sun?
Wizards.
That's in the Phoenix Sun? Wizards. All right, shout out to the home team there. That's awful, but I feel
he must be from the DMV.
so sad. It's so sad.
He over there like this.
It's so sad. Man.
Who else? Wizards and who?
I keep hearing Sun. Somebody's proud of that.
Suns 8-2 right now. I want to say.
Suns look good. You know,
right.
Devin Booker a bad man.
Yeah.
There's a lot that has to be righted there. But what's my guy, Monty Williams?
Coach. Yeah.
I like him a lot. So we can give it some time.
He should have never got fired in New Orleans.
I agreed. But, things happen for a reason.
Who else?
It's a journey.
What other team?
It's all the journey.
So who's playing?
Minnesota
who's playing in the
Timberwolves
finals?
fans in here? Don't make that face. Wizards to the finals? All right. I love it. I need some of that Kool-Aid. That energy.
He ain't on Kool-Aid. They better check him.
With the Nationals lineup, right. And 4 and what?
Who you
Wizards
like?
in 4 wins this season?
I think he said Wizards win for 4 games this entire season.
Okay, wait. Clippers, Sixers. I got Clippers, Bucks.
You think the
Toronto
Bucks-
would be we'll see if Pascal Siakam
I think
continues to take
Toronto's.
strides.
I actually like Celtics.
Out of the East?
I like the Celtics.
You know,
out of
Gordon
the
Hayward
East.
just got hurt.
It doesn't matter. Did you watch the Celtics?
I haven't seen the Celtics a couple times.
Celtics out of the East. Clippers out of the West.
Definitely taking the Clippers. I ain't got you on the Celtics. I got the Bucks out of the East.
So y'all just
the
gonna,
Bucks
y'all
don't
gonna
have
y'all
shooting.
gonna just disregard LeBron, huh? That's what it sounds
He's not
like.
disregarding. He's going to get to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I just don't.
But the
think
Lakers
they're
can't
gonna,
defend.
They can't defend.
That's the way the Clippers will.
The
Say
Clippers,
what? Have I seen how? Have you seen? Okay, for how long till he do something stupid and get kicked off the Lakers roster? Like, what are we doing? Let's go with your track
you talking
record,
about
sir.
the White House?
If right now being the key word. I was at the press conference in which he said he hoped to retire in D.C. So I'm not buying nothing.
When he got that little ponytail, he lost me. Done. Finish. But right now, we're going to pay some more bills and wrap up. We got to do Performance Player of the Week, presented by Bedgear, the official mattress and pillow partner of the Washington Redskins. Being that we were off this week, my performance player would go to a guy who actually got named the starting quarterback of the Washington Redskins over the bye week, who gets an opportunity, in Dwayne Haskins. And being that we have 2 of Dwayne Haskins' teammates, how do you guys feel about this announcement?
I feel good about Dwayne. He's a guy that we trust, and you can see how much he's developed from the time he got here to now. So it's gonna be important that we just rally behind him and try to play complementary football.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm excited as well. I mean, like Shaun said, throughout the weeks, he's shown that he can get the job done and can do some really good things on the field. So
have you all ever seen such a media circus? Like, so much attention surrounding what's not happening? Because I feel like Case gave you all the opportunity in the first couple of weeks. That game against Chicago, I don't blame Case Keenum from how he played. Like, you all just did not acknowledge that Khalil Mack was a defensive MVP candidate. And at some point, you got to say, hey, let's block him. Let's attempt to block him, or let's double team him instead of sending Vernon Davis. I'm still upset about that.
You're very mad.
So when you look at this situation, you get Dwayne Haskins denied. Offensively, you guys get Geis back. AP has been the workhorse of recent. To be defensive guys, do you all want to see passing, or you want to continue this formula of handing the ball off and allowing the defense to kind of play good defense and try to keep you in the game?
I mean,
don't get crickets now. Don't get Wally.
Leave it to you.
I allowed you all the easy access to warm up and get used to me. Now,
complimentary football. We're doing a good job running the ball. I think we can keep that up, and I think let 7 go and spread the field a little bit. And then as a defense, we gotta back them up.
I just feel like as a team that runs the ball, you all have taken over time of possession. And not only have you taken over time of possession in the NFL, you've had 3 of the quickest games in NFL history since the coaching change. Like, when I say this game don't last 3 hours, keep the clock running. You've had some of the fastest games. Now, with Geis coming back, what can the fans expect from Geis and Haskins, the new additions, before we wrap up?
I think it's gonna when Geis come back, you have a 1-2 punch with him and AP. CT will be coming back pretty soon. So I'm sure we're gonna run. Play action. The more we run, the more the play action is gonna open up. So I'm sure Cole will say the same thing. Whatever we gotta do to win, we all down for it. So
I'm with that.
Whatever works.
Speaking of being down for it and winning, 26 minutes, we're winning. Monica McNutt, guys from the Washington Redskins football team, Cole Holcomb, Shaun, Dion Hamilton. That's it for 26 minutes. Thank you guys for joining. Hopefully you had a great time. Episode 67 in the books.
Are uninvited pests ruining your plans? Let PMSI, the pest control partner of the Washington Redskins, handle it for you. Call today for your free inspection, and they'll work around your schedule to provide you the best solution possible to defend your home territory against pests of all kinds, including mold. Visit mypmsi.com for the game plan to control the pests on your home turf. That's mypmsi.com.
At Coke, our 67,000 U.S. employees make things that make your game days better, like fertilizer for greener turf and stronger paper products for tailgating. Viewing the game from your couch? Coke also makes the electronic components in TVs and smart devices so you can watch your Redskins victory anywhere. Coke, we make that. See it all at KOCHmakesthat.com. That's CokeMakesThat.com.
Time to tailgate. We have my Honda CRV with class-leading cargo space, so I can bring the grill. Cousin Bobby's Honda Pilot with seating for 8, and my brother's Honda Ridgeline loaded with fun features like in-bed speakers and an in-bed trunk. Nothing left to do now but sit back and wait for kickoff. Who wants a hot dog?
Get more this season with a great deal on a new Honda, perfect for tailgating. See your local Honda dealer today.
Hi, I'm Darryl Green. I think true success is when you've reached a goal and have also helped others along the way. I'm a founding board member of Main Street Bank, a local business-focused community bank. As a community bank, you'll find Main Street bankers at your places of worship, at fundraisers for charitable organizations, and at civic clubs, teaching financial literacy classes and many other activities to benefit others in our community. I invite you to bank with Main Street Bank, mstreetbank.com. We bank where you breathe. Member FDIC.